Still on this topic of Captain Marvel versus Doomsday or Captain Marvel versus Superman, some people still don't feel convinced. So I'm still going to try my best to try and convince you. Now, this is my reasoning, right? Why, if a person has the powers of multiple gods and those powers stack on each other, how can he be weaker than an alien powered by the sun? This is my personal reason. But now let me bring DC canon reasons on why I think Captain Marvel is still he can take Superman and beat Superman and can take Doomsday. Now, even besides this canon lore I'm going to show you, Captain Marvel is the single character, is the single most consistent character in fiction that is narratively on Superman's level every decade since 1940. That's almost 100 years, mind you. He's the only character. Sure, there's Martian Manhunter, but Martian Manhunter always has that vulnerability to fire, and Superman operates with heat vision. So, But Captain Marvel is the only other creature in the universe that they say if Superman is going haywire, who are we calling is Captain Marvel. Now, in DC canon lore, when two or more gods fuse or join their abilities together, the product of that fusion of abilities or of that fusion of beings is greater than the singular one. Do you understand me? Like here, when the gods fused to enter the source or do something, I can't remember the context. So you see Odin, Jove, Zeus, High Father, Ares. Okay? Then when Odin, Jove, and Zeus combine their powers to split the source in two, you can see that by joining their abilities, they are becoming greater than themselves. So what is Shazam? Shazam is an acronym that grants Billy Batson the powers of how many gods? Zeus, Atlas, who again? Mercury, right? Hercules qualifies as a god because he's no longer a demigod, he's a full-fledged god. So that's 4 gods basically. But if you want to remove Hercules, okay, that's 3 gods, then 3 heroes, right? And so they represent these attributes, and those attributes stack upon each other. And you have the power. Not only do you have the speed of the god of speed, you have the power of the god, the king of the gods. Just Zeus alone, just having the power of Zeus alone already puts Captain Marvel in a different weight class. Then you're now combining that power with the speed of Mercury. You're combining that power with the strength of Hercules. You're combining that power with the stamina of Atlas. Come on, guys. This is not me being biased. This is just common sense. It doesn't even, thinking about this thing logically. I've removed myself from the fact that Captain Marvel is my favorite character. Just using your brain. How the fuck does Superman win this encounter? It doesn't make sense realistically. If these heroes were to drop in our world today, 9 times out of 10, Captain Marvel is winning. It doesn't even make sense how Superman will win. It doesn't make sense at all. And okay, sure, let's say he will kill Doomsday once. I don't know if he'll be able to kill him a second time. But Superman consistently beats the crap out of Doomsday. Even though, Doomsday cannot be... How does he even do that? Doomsday cannot be killed the same way twice. He beat him off of pure, anger. Then, even up to today, he's still just beating him to a bloody pulp. How does that work? But, forget that. If Superman can do it, Captain Marvel can do it. I just need you to know that anything Superman can do, besides his own, Kryptonian shit, Captain Marvel can do it, wallahi. And so, in conclusion, to be very, very honest with you, the only difference between Captain Marvel and Superman is the willingness of the writers to write him. Superman is a premier character. I wholly understand. So writers are more willing to go for him. But then Captain Marvel is just another part of the universe. It's only if someone that likes him as much as, say, Alex Ross or even me that wants to write him, that's when you'll be seeing his powers put to proper use. It's because they do not want to write him. That's the only difference between Captain Marvel and Superman. Because if in a logical fight, Superman cannot win a being like Captain Marvel, it's not possible. It's not possible because he's his equal in every way. Then he has the advantage of magic. Even if you remove that advantage, I swear to God, he will still win because of that power of Zeus. That power of Zeus is so much that it can handicap the source for an eon. Come on. This is power scaling right here. And some people love to make the argument that Captain Marvel only has bits and pieces of the attributes of the gods that give him his powers. Now, here is where I debunk that. In War of the Gods, they redid the Shazam spell and gave Billy Batson the full abilities of all his patrons. He has their powers in full. The only thing that is holding Billy Batson back, it is the willingness of a writer to write him. And now, I don't want anybody to come and write him, right? Because if you write power scaling without a good story, it just turns to shit. Like how he was breaking reality because his mother had another child. Man, that story was so boring. Like, oh my God, that shit was a yawn. That's not how I want him to become powerful. You need a good story, then you need a sensible way to buff him up. It's not just by making him break reality because he's sad. Come on, guys. Like, bro. But yes, Captain Marvel whacks Superman. And Captain Marvel, if Superman continuously fucks Doomsday, Captain Marvel will fuck Doomsday. And he's not close. Because Captain Marvel will do better against Superman and Superman is doing better against Doomsday. That means Captain Marvel will do better against Doomsday. And just think. Forget your Superman bias. Just think for 1 second. Just use your brain. That's all I ask you. Oh, and my bad, I even just found this. So Atlas and Superman have actually fought. And Lois even went as far as to compare Atlas' beating on Superman to the same beating Doomsday gave him. Do you get that? And this was Superman during the fight, right? But I won't lie, in the end, Superman won because he went to go and meet Zatanna's nephew and get some kind of magical shield or something. But the point is, this is what one of Billy's patrons did to Superman. One, you now combine this stamina of Atlas, you combine it with the power of Zeus. Not only do you combine it with the power of Zeus, you combine it with the strength of Hercules. Not only do you combine it with the strength of Hercules, you combine it with the speed of Mercury. Not only do you combine it with the speed of Mercury, you combine it with the invulnerability of Achilles. Oh my god, bruh. It's overkill. It's overkill. This is what one of his patron gods did to Superman. Then you're now taking 5 extras, combining it with this one power, and then using it on one guy. Come on, guys. Let's be realistic for real.